Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. There is trouble in Kenya Kwanza. Even before the Supreme Court ruling, even before the incas dried, Kenya Kwanza is in two factions. Two company factions have already emerged in Kenya Kwanza. If you join this channel for the first time, this is Sikashi's Kaiman TV, the tallest man in Back Africa. What is happening is the original owners of Kenya Kwanza, led by Rigathi Gachagua, Ruto, and Mudavadi and others, and then the new entrants, the so-called Johnny Kamret, they are now competing, this serious competition. They are trying to outdo each other. Some of them are spending time in Karen. They have camped in Karen, literally camping there, trying to get photo sessions with the president-elect, trying to get time, at least, to catch an eye, to get a listening ear from William Samoei Ruto. Kwamba kuna mashindano makali sana, kuna hali ya kutoelewana, na utaona kwamba it is only Mudhama who is trying to come up between the two factions, and kile ambacho kimetokea ni kitu ambacho kilikuwa kimetarajiwa. So this is just a tip of the iceberg of what is ahead of Kenya Kwanza government. Kile ambacho tunapata ni kwamba there are those who feel that they are the original owners and they don't feel comfortable with these other who are coming late. And the latest entrant, Kina Najib Balala, who is so ready to serve in William Samoei Ruto's government. Some of these guys have no principles, I tell you. These guys can do anything. In politics, people are only after their permanent interest. There are no permanent enemies, I've always said. Now, there are no permanent friends, only permanent interests. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho kipo pale ni mashindano ya kutaka kuwa katika serikali. And I want us to look at the reason why there is disquiet, why these people cannot trust each other, why they have continued to cannibalize on each other. The first reason is suspicion. The old guards, call them the old guards because they are the original owners of the party. You know, parties have their owners, and we know who are the owners of Kenya Kwanza. And the owners feel that these guys are not genuine. So there's suspicion. So suspicion is playing a very big role here. Kwa sababu wanaona kwamba hawa watu sio watu ambao wamekuja wakiwa na lego nzuri. So they don't trust them. Because you see, the original owners have been with Ruto on the trenches. When he was being humiliated by Uhuru Kenyatta, when he was isolated in the government, they are feeling that hawa watu hawakuweza kuzungumza, kwa ni watu ambao they want to reap where they did not sow, so they should go where they belong. And I think this is very good because you see, they should be shown the door. In fact, there is a clause in the constitution that an MP or even a legislature, that is, including the governors, leaders can be recalled. And the high time the electorate start thinking of recalling some of these leaders. Because how do you betray the people who elected you? Within no time, you have moved to a different party. So suspicion is the key thing. The other thing is because they are seen as opportunists. You know, opportunists is when you see somebody try to strike an opportunity that has come. He has not worked for it. And you see, the bitterness in the original owners is genuine for sure. Kwa sababu hawa watu wanataka kuvuna mahali ambapo hakupada, na kile ambacho kipo ni kwamba wanataka wawe die, they want to be treated on the same level with those guys who are there originally. So that is why there is a lot of disquiet. There's a lot of cannibalism. That is why there are warring factions in Kenya Kwanza. The other reason is because each camp want to outdo each other, want to outshine each other. In fact, they are competing, as I said, they are competing who is going to catch the king's eye and the ear. Kile ambacho ni kwamba this outshining each other ni kitu ambacho kinatarajiwa, especially in the early stages of administration. Early days of administration expected this. There will be a lot of competition, even in the cabinet secretaries. Once they are appointed, utaona vile ambavyo wanajaribu kushindana, trying to outdo each other so that they can earn a place in Ruto's government. Hivi ndivyo ambavyo inatokea kwa sababu unajua wale ambao wanakuja baadaye, the late entrants, some of them are schemers par excellence. Some of them are very good and are likely to outshine some of these guys who were there originally. The other reason why there is suspicion, some of them are viewed as Trojan horses. They have been sent by Raila Amolo Odinga na Uhuru Kenyatta kwenda kuharibu chama cha Kenya Kwanza mle ndani, kwenda kupada miba kuhakikisha kwamba in the fullness of time watakuwa wakiwapatia nini siri ambazo ziko pale katika serikali, watakuwa wakiwa macho ya yale ambayo yanaendelea pale, pretending to be in government, to pretending to work for William Samoei Ruto. This is the reason why there is a lot of suspicion. In fact, some of them are going far in saying that they are warning William Samoei Ruto not to trust these guys, because they are coming with a mission, and these missions should be stopped. And I said in the other channel that when you see, if I was William Samoei Ruto, I would not accommodate them. I would soldier on with the people who are with me on the trenches. So just like Raila Amolo Odinga has always done. And that's why we miss an opportunity for nurturing our nascent democracy when we don't, when we rigged out Raila Amolo Odinga. This is what is about to happen. The other reason why there is fierce competition is because they are competing for resources. Resources are scarce, and everybody wants to get a share of the national cake. Kwa wote wanataka kuwa pale, and with appointment in the government comes very many opportunities, comes many chances. In this, when you bring your brothers, you bring your children, you bring your girlfriends in government, you employ them, you look for favors, and maybe you even look for jobs in the international, in foreign countries. So that is why unaona kwamba wakijaribu kushindana pale kukiwa na mitafaruku, hali ya sintofahamu. And when you look at the whole thing, there's also the fear of meritocracy. Because I remember there was one guy who was saying that Ruto should look for merits, and some of them don't have merits. In fact, when you look at their paper, some of them cannot even be leaders of a Catholic, because they don't have paper. Some of them have forged certificates, as we know, and some of them are not well schooled. With the coming of the new entrants who are very much educated, some of them very much educated, very much experienced, then if Ruto was to go for meritocracy, the old guards, the original owners of the party, he will be displaced. And when you look at William Samoei Ruto, on the other hand, is trying to buy kingpins from various regions. That's looking for regional kingpins. That's why he was able to rope in Kiraitu Murugi, so that he can checkmate Gachagua, so that he can be a person to reckon with in that part of Meru, the eastern side. And in Mount Kenya, I think what is happening now, I can see now readers trying to converge around Gachagua. In fact, I heard Sabina Chege talking very well about Gachagua and telling Gachagua to unite the people of the mountain. So I think I said in the other video that it is only this channel that will be left supporting Baba. If Sabina Chege kama ameanza sasa kuyubayuba, basi we can see that we are headed to a situation whereby we should not have anybody to keep the government on its toes. The other thing that is happening is that, Ruto is suffering from what we call illegitimacy problem, because ukiangalia utaona kwamba his government is more of regional than national, because this is a government that is coming to power through the Gema Nation and the Kalenjin Nation, because you see the other tribes voted to a man, to Azimio. Now the other region, when you look at the blue states, blue counties, there are so many. When you look at the number of people who are elected to parliament and in governance and MCs, majority of these guys, they are from the blue state, that is Azimio. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho kipo ni kwamba Ruto anajaribu iwezekanavyo at least to have a national face in his government. That is why he's not made, and that is the one way he's going to collide with these guys, especially the Gema Nation, because you see, for them, they feel threatened by the coming of these people. The other thing is that when you look at William Samoei Ruto, he has been in government for so long. since 1992. He has been in government, and he knows how to woo people. And when you look at his early style of administration, utaona kwamba he's borrowing heavily from Daniel Arap Moi, his original mentor. In fact, that should be his political father, because he's the one who brought him to to the national politics, and even Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So this idea of buying politicians, bringing them to the ruling party, is what Daniel Troitich Arap Moi used to do. So you can see him borrowing heavily. We have not seen anything that he has started borrowing from Uhuru Kenyatta and I think Mwai Kibaki. Lakini ukiangalia utaona kwamba his administration, his style of leadership is much tilted towards Moi's style. And this is very, very discouraging, because you see, as a person who is young, as a person who has seen it all, he should come up with original ideas, better ideas, and should actually let democracy to flourish. This idea of buying politicians, in fact, he should discourage it, because you see, if he is strong enough, he should stand on his own feet. And that is my take. And as I said in the beginning, if you wish to subscribe, kindly hit the red button. For our viewers, kindly like the video and comment, and may you have a blessed day. Bye bye.